It is that time of year, though, and everything from pumpkin picking to corn mazes. There's plenty of fun to be had in the fall for families.
Yeah, but what if these events are just too much for your children, some children? That's where the sensory-friendly event comes in. And to tell us all about it here, we want to welcome in Zoanne Merrifield, and we also want to welcome in therapist Sarah Parker from the Children's Therapy Group Foundation. And Sarah, we'll start with you here. For those who don't know what sensory processing disorder is, give us an explanation.
I will. So sensory processing, let's start with that. Sensory processing is how we bring in all the information from our world, and our brain decides on whether to act on that or not act on that. When we have dysfunction or a disorder, it is an inefficient way that that child or person is processing the sensory information. So they can't interact as effectively with their world and might have difficulties in the classroom or at home with some of their daily life skills.
Okay.
Interesting. And so what are some of the things you do at the Children's Therapy Group to help kids?
So Children's Therapy Group Foundation is actually an organization that's there to support and provide some resources for those families. I am an occupational therapist and I also do the therapy. So some of the things that we might do for a child is work with the family to provide strategies and resources for them to better function and maybe help their team. But Children's Therapy Group Foundation also provides some sensory-friendly events around the metro, as well as some books maybe they can read with their kids, and some limited financial resources too to help with the therapy that can be beneficial for these kids.
You know, and it just occurs to me, because so many of the things, these activities in the fall, like haunted houses, that are just designed to have jump scares and people and bright lights. I mean, it makes sense why some kids, some adults, that's no thanks.
Yeah.
Right. Too much sensory overload in those. And so our carnival is all to help promote education so they can learn about their sensory systems and some that you might not even know about. And in a sensory-friendly way, if a child gets overwhelmed, we'll be able to have a quiet space for them to regroup. And hopefully the crowds will be not super busy so that there will be too much noise.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting too that sometimes it's the simplest thing, like you were telling this morning about a child you helped.
Yes, so for example, a child who came to me and had one pair of pants they could wear, and the mother washed them out every single night for this child, and he had a meltdown if she suggested anything else for him to wear, even though they bought multiple sets of this. And through therapy, we worked to get him to wear lots of different kinds of clothing and helped him better regulate his sensory self through strategies as well as therapy, which can be really beneficial.
Yeah, therapy can work for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
That's great. Zoanne, tell us a little bit more about the carnival coming up.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have lots of different events and experiences that the kids can have. It's going to be Saturday from 12 to 4:30 p.m. We have a suggested donation of $10 per child, $25 for 3 children, but we'd just love to see everybody there. Everyone who attends will get a free coupon for an ice cream cone at a Freddy's Steakburger anywhere in the metro area. We'll have sensory kits available so kids can and parents can take those home and get some information, more education about what's going on.
Tell us where it is.
Yeah, where is it?
It's at, that's a good question. It's at 6223 Slater Street. That's Possibilities Children's Therapy Group Clinic, and it will be outside.
Okay.
And we'll have a bounce house, we'll have pumpkins, we'll have slime.
That's in Miriam.
And yes,
Thank
Miriam.
you. I was just going to
Thank
say,
you.
I thought it was on the Kansas side.
Yes, Marion,
north,
Kansas.
just north of
Kansas.
Shawnee Mission Parkway near Antioch.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I
Yes.
think we've got it. And is there a website people can go visit?
Yes, childrenstherapygroup.org. We'd love, if you can't make it to the carnival on Saturday, donations, of course, there. We'd love to work with a corporate sponsor. If there's someone out there who can help offset the cost of the carnival, we'd love to see that. And of course, we have Facebook and Instagram accounts.
Okay. Great to see you guys.
Nice to
Have
see
fun
you.
this Saturday.
Thank you.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Love to.
Thanks.